We've got an update for you on the situation at Knotfest, Mexico, where Slipknot was slated to perform again at full force the next night after the crazy rioting that took place last night. I've linked to that in the description if you haven't been caught up on that, but crazy situation unfolded where alleged fans of Slipknot rushed the stage, destroying equipment of Evanescence. Now it appears they actually destroyed Slipknot's gear too, so much so that they couldn't perform. And even anyways, it didn't seem like a safe situation for the band to perform, and they have now ruled out the possibility of performing tonight, which personally I think was the right move. It seemed like a very unsafe situation there where there are plenty other fans around the world who would love to see them, and unfortunately those fans in the crowd, the majority who wanted to see them, were penalized because of a number of fans who made it unsafe for them. And obviously Slipknot feels terribly for them, as do those fans in the crowd who had nothing to do with that, but there were enough of them where it made the situation very dangerous and very unsafe for not just Slipknot, but other performers as well, like Evanescence and Cherry Bombs, who were performing their set at the time where people were rushing the barricade. We wish them all the safety in the world. We wish all the fans all the safety in the world, and that is what is most important at the end of the day. So anyways, we have a new statement from Slipknot, which reads as follows: due to unforeseen circumstances, Slipknot were not able to perform at last night's Knotfest, as we previously reported. Security barricades became an issue, and it was decided that for the safety of the fans, neither Slipknot or special guests Evanescence could take the stage. We had hoped to be able to perform today, but regrettably, a situation arose on stage after the cancellation that damaged or destroyed gear that would have been necessary to play. We are extremely disappointed that we did not get the chance to perform, but the safety of our fans and our community is our biggest priority. We look forward to get back to Mexico sometime in the future. Slipknot, and obviously Slipknot has demonstrated time and time again that they value their fans, and safety is first and foremost. And I'm going to be honest with you, I think they made clearly the right call here. If you watch that video of them destroying what appears to be Evanescence's gear, I'm not sure that this isn't Slipknot's gear, but I believe, I've been told that it was Evanescence gear, but there were people walking through the crowd afterwards with miscellaneous pieces of gear that very much could have been side stage, where you see bands lining up stuff before the other band takes the stage, and then afterwards they do set change, that very well could have belonged to Slipknot, and that made it impossible for them to perform. Fortunately, again, Slipknot made the decision not to play. I'm sure a lot of fans in Mexico are frustrated by this, but please know that this is preventing another Woodstock 99, where people were robbed, injured, and raped, actually. And it was a very, very dangerous situation, and that was preventing this from occurring. There were a number of fans reacting to this in the comments that said, "This looks like the most dangerous festival I've ever seen. Robberies, stages burning, riots, extortion, safety and security measures were not taken by concert goers and management." Now, I want to get into a little bit of speculation here, where I do not believe that Slipknot directly was involved in planning this festival. I think that, moreover, when they do business with a festival like Force Fest, most likely it's the same promoter, but they're doing this under the banner of Knotfest. This is not the same Knotfest that you saw in the US or that you see in other countries. So I hope that people understand that this is not going to happen in other places. You should not fear for your safety or security at other Slipknot performances. That is very, very important to understand, that just because this occurred in Mexico does not mean that they have the same promoter elsewhere. I do not believe that that is the case. And so I'm hopeful that all of you understand that when Slipknot comes to your country and plays a show there, that you can ensure that you're going to get a safe experience. So anyways, that is all for now. Thanks so much for joining us today at Rockfeed. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss out on breaking hard rock and heavy metal news. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you all very soon.